I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum. It's time to play the game. Time to play the game!
Austin 316 says I just whipped your ass.
What up, everybody? How you doing? Happy Sunday. Welcome to another edition of Yankee Baseball. Of course, I'm your boy, Baddog, and here we are, ready to see if the Yankees can win a series from the Cubs. Garrett Cole toes the rubber for the Yanks today, and Zolan Rea for the Cubs. And the Yankee offense looking like absolute dog water once again, as they just suck. And I said Zolan. Colin, I can't read my own damn writing. Colin Rea for the Cubs. Yeah, let's make this a C. It looks like a total Z there on my part. Hit that thumbs up, subscribing the bell. The Yanks suck. Man, it is what it is, as we know. Obviously, I'll probably go live later tonight. We'll talk about the Yankees and the Giants. Obviously, I had the rant the other day about the Yanks because they are pathetic. And, why is that not there? There we go. Obviously, the Dodgers got Tariq Skubal. Did anybody think anything differently? And the Yankees got 2 minor league prospects. So that's what we've done here. Don't expect Brian Cashman or the Yankees to make any kind of splash move. They haven't made a really splash move at a trade deadline, and God knows how long. Don't expect anything different today. Before August 4th, which is Tuesday. Don't expect the Yankees to make any big moves at all. They might get a utility guy here or there or more minor leaguers. But don't expect anything big from the Yankees because they just don't do that type of stuff anymore. No impactful moves by the Yankees will be made at the trade deadline, so don't get your hopes up. As always, we want to give a big shout out to Prize Picks for sponsoring today's stream. That's right, check out Prize Picks, the fastest growing app out there, America's #1 app as well. It's available in most states, including California, Texas, Florida, and New York. And what is Prize Picks? It's, like I said, America's #1 sports picks application. It's distinctly separate from sports betting. All you got to do is click more or less on a few player stats lock in your lineup, and you are good to go. Use that link in the description, enter the promo code HMA, and if you win on your first $5 lineup, Prize Picks will give you $150 in lineups to play. So check out Prize Picks. Here are my picks for today. There they are. I like Colin Rea to get more than 5 Ks because whenever, even though he doesn't strike anybody out, but whenever you play the Yankees, you got a good chance of getting many strikeouts because they strike out double digits every game. I always like to take that. I do like Garrett Cole to get more than 6 Ks today. Garrett Cole has pitched much better here as of late. I do like Pete Crow Armstrong. As you see, I'm doubling up on him to get more than 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. I also have him getting more than 1.5 total bases because Pete Crow Armstrong's a really good player. So I like him as well. You can do the same. Like I said, just use the link in the description under the promo code HMA. Just always pick responsibly. And let's see what we got here. David, thank you so much for getting it started, my man. I appreciate that very much. The game's on yesterday, by the way. David, do me a favor.
Give me a hell yeah.
What do you think of the trade so far? What do you think the Yankees do? I didn't even look at that. I just answered it. I want Adley Rutschman for the Yankees. What does Bad Dog want for the trade deadline? I want a shortstop, man. Otto Velez. I know A-Rod loves Jeremy Pena. That's another guy I would totally consider. But the Yankees definitely, they definitely got to get, they got to get a shortstop in here, without question. So, I would love them to get Adley because they need a catcher as well. The catcher position with the Yankees is absolute trash. And Ryan Jeffers is another one. You got to get the Yankees. They got to get a shortstop. They got to get a catcher. They got to get a top tier reliever. If they're going to be serious about winning a title, those are 3 positions they absolutely need to address. We'll see if they do. I don't expect anything. I don't expect the Yankees to do anything, and I haven't for some time. So, it is what it is. Like I said, the Yankees are very content with being above average and making the postseason. They are not content with winning champion. Or I shouldn't say they're not content with it, but they don't really care about winning championships. They just want to make the postseason. That's a successful year for the Yankees this day and age. Didn't used to be that way. If you're a Yankee fan, you're my age or maybe a little bit younger, you grew up with the 90s in that dynasty. You know the Yankees were never satisfied with losing. Jeter was never happy at any point. Why they're texting me now, I have no idea. It's fucking amazing to me. I can sit in my house, go somewhere, do whatever, for 20 hours a day. That phone doesn't do anything. I do a video or I live stream, it has to go off. I don't understand. It's aggravating as shit. Like, nobody bothers me, but as soon as I'm on YouTube, it's like, Bad Dog's on YouTube, let's text him, let's freaking ring the doorbell. What the hell? Jesus, it's amazing how that happens constantly. But anyway, like I was saying, the Yankees are very satisfied with being just above average and making the postseason. They didn't used to be that way. George would always go out of his way. He didn't care about making money, only cared about winning games. And that's not the way the Yankees run their ship anymore. And I know somebody on Twitter put, Hal Steinbrenner doesn't spend money, and that's the most tired narrative. Yes, he spends money, but he spends it incredibly poorly. This offense is atrocious. It is at the bottom of the league in many offensive categories outside of home runs. Because their OPS is below average. Their on-base percentage is at the bottom of the league. Their average is at the bottom of the league. They spend money very poorly. Very badly. How can you spend $300+ million and have no left side of your infield and no catcher? And no really good closer? And no second baseman? How is your infield comprised of guys like Rosario and Caballero and McMahon and Volpe and Jazz Chisholm and Austin Wells with $330 million being spent? It doesn't make any sense. Lou, thank you, man. He says the Dodgers, well, listen, I have no problem with what the Dodgers do because the Yankees used to do that stuff when they try to win championships. And as I said in my live stream, was that Thursday night? The Dodgers, even though they won back-to-back championships, they try to get better every year. They don't settle. The Dodgers didn't run it back and just say, you know what, let's just settle. Let's just settle. Let's run it back. Let's just settle because we've won back-to-back titles. No, they went out there, and I know Kyle Tucker hasn't had the best year, but they went out there and they improved. They went out there and they got Scooble at the deadline. Like, the Dodgers continue to try to get better even though they won championships. That's what the Yankees did. Even though the Yankees had won a bunch of championships, they went out and they tried to get better players to continue to win championships. So they don't do that now. The Yankees, they make the postseason. Their players are a lot older. They came off. A lot of these guys had career years last year, and the Yankees said, let's run it back. And then your dumbass GM sits there and goes, I challenge anybody to tell me, it's on a championship team. Well, as I said a million times, it wasn't a championship team last year, so what the fuck would it be a championship team for this year? But don't worry, they have all the built-in excuses. Cody's out, Stanton's out, which Stanton hasn't played a full season and God knows how long. Judge is out. That's just a built-in excuse. Well, if we didn't have these injuries, we're a championship team. So expect more of the same next year, Yankee fans. Expect more of the same. By the way, I didn't give L.A. Lou his little... Let's go, Dashy in the house. Whoop. Yes, indeed. I got to see if ESPN is not, as usual, ESPN's website is not working today, so you have to do something a little bit different here with today's game. Let's see if I can get this up and running. Let's see if this will work. Let's see if this will work for us. Hopefully it does. Get this going here. Let's see if I can get this to show up the way I want it to. Let's see what I got. I might have to move this around a little bit if it even pops up. I've been having a problem with this today. What am I looking at there? That's the bottom of it, so I have to scroll up more. And as you see, nothing's happening. So I don't know what it is today. This crap doesn't want to work for some reason. I don't know why it doesn't want to work. I mean, it works on my other stuff. Just showing up completely dead here today. So I'll try this. I don't think anything's going to work. Unfortunately, for some stupid reason, all I've done with this just shows the score, unfortunately. Oh shit, I didn't even realize we were ready to go. I should have just left that where it was. And here's the pitch. It is outside 1-0 to Trent Grisham. Yeah, nothing's working. That's usually the case for me. Nothing ever goes my way. It's really incredible, man. It truly is. Let's see. Boy, I can't get anything to work. The pitch in there for a strike, 0-2. Yeah, I just don't understand what the hang-up is here today. This has worked a bunch of times for me. Today it just doesn't want to work. So, a pitch! In there, strike three. Good at bat for Trent. Good fucking job, buddy. 3 pitches and he's out on strikes. Trent came in, by the way, with a big 696 OPS and a 213 average, and he starts off with the strikeouts. That's the type of leadoff hitter you want, guys. Perfect leadoff hitter. It is truly incredible how this will not work today, though, man. It truly is incredible. It just will not work. Just that gray screen is all I'm getting, which is screwed up. It'll be an 0-1 to Rice. He takes it on the corner, so Ray dealing strikes, and the count is 0-2. Let's see if I can find something else that actually works today. Probably not. The pitch outside. Let's see if this works. Hopefully. Trying to find something over there. Rice hammers it foul, right side out of play. That looks better. There we go. Pull this down. Perfect. Alrighty, pull this up a little bit so we're not covered. Bear with me 1 second. And Rice is down on strikes. Good start here for the Yanks. And yes, my Colin Rea over strikeouts and Prize Picks looking really good so far. Just unbelievable. By the way, what up, James? What up, Jerry? What up, Janice, my lady? How you doing? Let's go. One bag, what up, PNCMA? What's going on? Nathan, Brian, how you doing? Andres, what it is? And E-Boy, what up? Hit it all, Goose, make it a subby. It'll be an 0-1 here to Ahmed Rosario. Swung and a miss. By the way, Rosario is hitting third and DHing. Spencer Jones cleaning up and playing left field today. Jason Dominguez, the right fielder, will bat fifth. Jazz Chisholm will bat sixth and play second. Ryan McMahon will play third and bat seventh. The 0-2 pitch popped up. Foul. Shortstop Jose Caballero about 8th, and catching and batting 9th, the despicable Austin Wells, who continues to just play every day. And like I said on the mound today, Colin Rea for the Cubs, 8-7, 4.67. He will probably look like Tom Seaver today. And the pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Good inning for the Yanks. They strike out the side. Colin Rea, who came in with 83 strikeouts in 117 innings, strikes out the Yankees in order. Michael Kay even said right at the beginning of the broadcast, he's not a strikeout pitcher. Everybody is a strikeout pitcher against the Yankees. So there you go. What a great start for the Yanks. Yeah, really, really pathetic. I would have done the game yesterday, but we went to Lake George. Decided to go up there. It was a nice day. It had rained a lot up here, obviously, and even today it's kind of cloudy and dreary. It's supposed to do some raining next week, so we went for Lake George today, which I love to go up there. We always have a good time when we go to Lake George, so we wasn't able to do the game yesterday, and that's why I'm doing it today. Did a Giants video earlier, so check that out if you haven't. There's going to be a lot of Giants content coming up, obviously. Giants are 13 days away from playing their first preseason game. So, definitely ready to do that. Definitely ready for Giants football. Now that we got into August, I hate when the summer's gone, but And here for the Cubbies, here is their lineup. Center fielder Pete Crow Armstrong will lead off. Right fielder Seiya Suzuki will play right and bat second. The first baseman Michael Bush will bat third. Alex Bregman, the third baseman, cleans up. Ian Happ plays left field and bats fifth. Nico Horner, the second baseman, will bat sixth. DH Pedro Ramirez will bat seventh. The shortstop Dansby Swanson will bat eighth. And catching and batting ninth is Miguel Amaya. On the mound for the Yanks is Garrett Cole. 4-5, 3.57 ERA. Like I said, he has pitched much better as of late. And if the Yankees are going to win, Cole's probably going to have to give them 6 or 7 scoreless innings, and maybe the Yankees can squeak out a solo homer somewhere and win 1-0. But that is the way the Yankees play. That is the way that you're talking about the House of Frankenstein there, that museum. I think that's what you're talking about. Pitch is in there for a strike to PCA. What a year he's had, hitting .283, 24 homers, 64 driven in, a .919 OPS. He's also stolen 26 bases. So Pete on his way to a 30-30 year. At least, if he got hot, he might actually get 40-40. The 1-1 pitch. Armstrong fouls it back, and the count is 1-2. Okay, these streams have actually been good. I appreciate you guys and girls tuning in. And like I said, obviously the Giants will be a lot more Giants content coming as we get into the fall. And this channel starts to really pick up what I do a lot of times. The 1-2 up and away. Nick says Dodgers are worse than the Yankees ever were. I don't know what you're talking about. Talking about spending money? It's not against the rules. It's not against the rules at all what the Dodgers are doing. Foul back, counts 2-2. You can't blame them for trying to win a World Series. If the Yankees were making all the moves the Dodgers did and they traded for Tariq Skubal, no Yankee fan would be like, that's not fair what we're doing. It's actually disgraceful that Austin Wells has 15 on his back. And obviously, if you know, Thurman Munson passed away in a plane crash 47 years ago today in 1979. His locker was never, nobody ever used his locker. But it is absolutely disgraceful. Austin Wells should not be allowed in any facet to wear Thurman Munson's number. Ever. Thurman Munson would spit on this current Yankees team the way they're comprised. They don't have an ounce of Thurman Munson in them. 2-2. Inside 3-2 to PCA, leading off the bottom of the first for the Cubbies. I don't know what the hell just happened to my box score over here. Hopefully that helps it. There's a stupid ad that popped up there. Pitcher's foul back. Try it again. And the pitch swung on and popped foul again. PCA battling Garrett Cole here, the first batter of the first. We have 25 likes. Come on, baby. It'd be better for us, Swampbag, as Yankee fans, that's for sure. 3-2 pitch, and he's called out and strikes, and Armstrong flips the bat and immediately challenges. I do believe that pitch was low and outside. We will take a look at it, and it was. So Armstrong works a walk here, and that one missed by a little less than an inch. So good start here for the Cubs. Then I'll bring up the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki, with a man on and nobody out. Jacob, my guy. What's up? Thank you. I appreciate you. Peralta to the Rays. Well, everybody making moves but the Yanks. Pitch. Good swing by Suzuki. Foul back. And the count is 0-1. Freddie Peralta to the Rays. Yep. The pitch in there for a strike count. 0-2. I should go to Twitter. You guys should follow me on Twitter. Why did I go to Instagram? I don't want to go to Instagram. You don't want to go to Instagram. It'll be an 0-2 pitch. He struck him out. Big swing and a miss. So one away here.
He got him!
And one away here for the Cubbies in their half of the first. That'll bring up the first baseman, Michael Busch. Head for the mountains of Busch. Beer. There's a strike. Do. It'll be an 0-1. Throw over to first, and Pete Crow Armstrong is back. Yep, that just came out by Jeff Passan. It'll be the 0-1 to Busch. Swung on him, missed. High fastball, blew right by him. Tampa Bay Rays are acquiring right-hander Freddie Peralta in a trade with the Mets. Rays get their starter, who joins Drew Rasmussen, Shane McClanahan, and Nick Martinez in one of the American League's best rotation. I mean, listen, I think the Yankees have a fantastic starting rotation. I really do. I think the Yankees starting rotation is as good as anybody in the league. Honestly. Pitch swung on a miss, strike 3. So again, back-to-back Ks here for Garrett Cole.
He got him!
I guess I'm going to have to keep refreshing that because for some reason it keeps screwing up. But the Yankees, yeah, they got rid of Doval and got a minor league catcher. That's exactly what they did. They already have a minor league catcher. He plays every day for the Yankees. His name is Austin Wells. That brings up Alex Bregman, hitting .249 with 11 home runs. The 1-0 up and in 2-0. Bregman up there with a 2-0 count, 1 on, 2 out. Cole deals. Hit in the air to right field. And foul. Bregman was late on that swing and fouled it into the stands. You don't want Rice as a catcher, man. Rice isn't a catcher. D-boy, that's why. He's like your emergency catcher. Rice is too big of a bat. You don't want to really wear him down by making him catch. So that's why they're not going to do that. And I don't know how good of a catcher he actually is. That pitch will look to be inside. It was called a strike. Bregman will challenge, and we will see. And that's a ball. Dashy, who's the Scott Berry's behind today? Hey, Dashy, Scott Berry can't see shit. That's 2 calls that the Cubs have already challenged and had overturned. Yeah, well, the one thing I'll say, like I said, I think the Yankees can battle with anybody when it comes to, pitching, but hitting, they stink. There's a ground ball to third, backhanded by McMahon. The long throw got him. And Bregman is retired, and so are the Cubs. For the Cubbies, no runs, no hits. 1 left. We have played 1 full. We'll go to the top of the second. The Yankees nothing, and the Cubbies nothing. The mountains of Bush beer. Thurman's number is retired, PAN-SEMA. He just has a 15 patch on his back, but Thurman's number is retired. Nobody's ever worn 15 again, but he has a patch of number 15 on his back. That's what Wells is wearing. Nobody's allowed to wear 15. That was retired 37 or 47 years ago, rather. So nobody wears that. Nobody wears 15 for the Yanks. They have a lot of retired numbers. I'm actually surprised 21 hasn't been retired for O'Neill. But it is what it is. So, yeah. I don't know. Well, Sunday in Chicago. Yeah, the leggy, smaggy, the subby. 3-0 White Sox. Okay. Are the White Sox playing the Rays? I don't know why this keeps doing this, man, but it's... Like I said, I have to freaking refresh this constantly. Okay, you see all the scores up there. Nationals leading the Braves. Cardinals beating the Jays in the top of the 5th. I don't know what happened to the Jays, man. What a weird year for them. Dashy's Reds up 4-0 with the bases loaded and nobody out in the 3rd. They're looking good. There is that Rays score. Mets and Marlins, no score. Here's Spencer Jones. He hit a home run yesterday, and again, the Yankees only score on home runs most of the time. Jones hitting .247, perhaps a trade candidate here, but with the Yankees really sucking, and Jones takes a gigantic cut and miss. Like I said, his comp is Joey Gallo. That really is Spencer Jones. He's a big left-handed hitter, has massive power to all fields, but strikes out a shitload of times. And it'll be a 1-1. It's upstairs at 2-1. It'll be a 2-1 to Spencer, leading off the 2nd for the Yanks. Ray deals, and it's on the corner. And it's 2-2. Jones does not challenge that one. It'll be a 2-2 pitch to Spencer Jones. Ray deals. Foul back. Ray struck out the side in the 1st. Again, Michael Kay started off the broadcast with he's not a strikeout pitcher, but like I said, everybody against the Yankees is a strikeout pitcher. That is the way it goes. It'll be a 2-2 pitch from Ray to Jones. He struck him out again. 4 in a row. I told you, man, this guy's going to look like Tom Seaver. Look at that massive trade for the Yankees, by the way, guys. Omar Alfonso, minor league catcher, and Luis Cruz for Camilo Doval. Gigantic trade for the Yanks. That's going to put them over the top, guys. That'll put the Yankees over the top. Brian Cashman's making such great moves, as always. Guy is such a fucking clown. He really is. An absolute clown is our GM. It'll be a 1-0 to Dominguez. And the pitch in there for a strike, and the count's 1-1. I just don't understand why he keeps doing that. The 1-1 bends off the plate, 2-1. And there is Dominguez unable to field the ball. In there for a strike, 2-2. The Yankees are one of the worst fielding teams in the major leagues. They're one of the worst teams in batting average, one of the worst teams in OPS. I'm sorry, one of the worst teams in on-base percentage. One of the worst teams of runners in scoring position. 2-2. Outside 3-2. Brick wall. One of my bucket list items is to get to Wrigley for a game. Dominguez fouls it back, 3-2. Gallo is a two-time All-Star. Okay. Doesn't change what Spencer Jones is. He's a guy with a very high strikeout percentage and a lot of power. It's Joey Gallo. 3-2. Strike 3. So my prize picks look amazing as I had Rhea getting over 5 strikeouts today. He struck out the first 5. A guy that struck out 83 batters in 117 innings has struck out the first 5 Yankees. This team is an absolute fucking joke. Here's Jazz. He swings at the first pitch, hoping he doesn't strike out, and he pops it up. Unbelievable. What a pathetic bunch. 0-1. Outside, 1-1 to Jazz. Colin Ray, again, not a strikeout pitcher. Came in 8-7, 4.67. He has looked like the second coming of Tom Seaver, striking out the first 5 Yankees. And Jazz will challenge. Of course he will. He'll even challenge if the Yankees don't have challenges. That did look like it was outside. But he will challenge even when they don't have them. And that one did just miss the plate. I mean, 1/10 of an inch. So that is the third call that Barry has gotten wrong behind the plate in the top of the second. 2-1. Rip. Right to second. Nice play there by Horner. Throws out. Hey, the Yankees actually put the fucking ball in play. How about that? The Yankees go in order. And their half of the second will go to the bottom of the second. No score. What a pathetic start for the Yanks. 5 strikeouts in 2 innings. Yeah, the Yankees made a trade. They got rid of Camilo Doval and they picked up 2 minor leaguers. That was what they did. They got rid of one of their bullpen guys and they got Omar Alfonso, who's a double-A catcher, and Luis Cruz. So the Yankees did absolutely nothing, as they normally do. Brian Cashman's bargain hunting again, thinking he's smarter than everybody else, when Brian Cashman's a fucking clown. Most Yankee fans know Brian Cashman doesn't know what the fuck he's doing, and never makes anything, no impactful moves whatsoever. So, Like I said, the Yankees aren't going to make. They will not make anything. They're not going to make any type of a major move. They just don't do that. So it's a far cry from the team that I was growing up with. See my yeah, if you're a Giants fan and didn't check out my video, make sure you check it out. YouTube continues to remove subscribers from me like it's their job. So if you are subscribed or were, just double check that you still are. Because YouTube is just, they have massive, massive issues. Here's the pitch to Hap, up and away, and the count is 1-0. I'm just checking out my prize picks here. I'm off to a pretty good start here. Hap hitting .217 with 18, almost 48 RBIs. He'd be a perfect Yankee with those numbers. They love that. Fouled away by Hap, 1-1. Hap, Horner, and Ramirez for the Cubs in their half of the second. Oh, that's right. I don't need Armstrong to walk. I thought I had a fantasy score in there for a strike by Cole. The count's 1-2. The 1-2. Upstairs, 2-2. The Yankees come in, I believe, the record of 62-49. The 2-2 pitch. That was not a good breaking ball. Hung up there. Hap fouled it back. And the count is 2-2. Yankees are 3.5 behind Tampa, and don't look now, but I think a lot of Yankee fans knew this was coming anyway. The Red Sox are just 2.5 behind the Yankees, and they will pass them very soon. I would say by the middle of the month, the Red Sox will be ahead of the Yankees in the standings. The Yankees might just fail to make the postseason this year. And, people want the Yankees to miss the postseason because they think it's going to change stuff. It will not change anything. The Yankees missed the postseason, guys. Boone and Cashman will be brought back. Everybody will be brought back, and there's a swing and a miss, strike 3. So Cole with his third strikeout. But they'll just chalk it up, make excuses that everybody was injured. So that's the way it goes. That is the way it goes here in the Bronx. Oh, here is Nico Horner with one on and nobody out. He takes up and in. The count is 1-0. Horner hitting .257, 6 homers, 51 driven in, a .676 OPS. The OPS is definitely perfect for the Yanks, but 51 runs driven in is way too many. The Yankees don't have that many guys that have driven in 50 runs. It'll be a 2-0 pitch from Cole to Horner, and Garrett deals. Hit in the air to left field, not deep. It's actually shallow. It's Caballero. Wow, the wind is playing tricks with that. That ball carried back towards the infield, and Caballero stays with it and makes the catch. There's 2 away. That wind was really blowing that ball, and obviously the wind is blowing in today at Wrigley. It's going to give the Yankees they have absolutely almost no chance to win today in Wrigley with that wind blowing in. The Yankees can only score runs on home runs. So the fact that they're actually going to have to piece together a couple hits here and there and build a rally does not bode well for them. Pitch is grounded in the hole. Backhanded by Rice. Throws to Cole covering, and that retires aside. The Cubs go in order in their half of the second. We played 2 full. We'll go to the top of the second. Top of the third. No score. Yep, Victor, Big Blue will be there. I'm not really excited about it. I'm anxious. I'm ready to see them play, but I'm curtailing my expectations for the Giants this year. They're not going to get me this year. I think they'll be better, but they're still not. I don't think they're going to be a playoff team. I think they'll win 6 or 7 games, and they'll get better, but I don't think they're ready to. They're not ready to make the leap into the playoffs. They got to beat Dallas. I mean, they have to win week 1. If the Giants have any chance of really turning a year around and having a good year, they're going to have to beat Dallas week 1, and I just don't know that they can do it. So, that guy turned 77. Sweet. Someday I'll be 77. Probably still be 77. Probably still talking about how shitty the Yankee offense is. Oh Lord, help me! Lord, help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Help me! Yeah, the Knicks did it, but the Knicks were building their way towards the championship. They'd been in the playoffs. They won a playoff series. They went to the Eastern Conference Finals, and then they won the finals. The Giants haven't shown any propensity to make the playoffs or even get close to the playoffs, so I'm definitely not picking a 4-win team, a team that's won like 15 games or whatever the hell they've won in the last 3 years to make the playoffs or go to the Super Bowl. It'd be great if they did, but I'm certainly not expecting that from them. Definitely not. Definitely not. They beat Dallas, I'll feel much better. Week 1, to me, is going to tell us a lot about what this Giants team is. They're not going to beat the Rams, I can tell you that. But if they beat the Cowboys, I'll have a much more positive outlook. Not that I don't. I mean, I think the Giants can surprise, but they got to beat Dallas. McMahon lines a base hit to left. So the Yankees with their first base runner was McMahon, who was hitting a solid 207 coming into the at bat with 9 home runs. So another high, another very low batting average guy. But he took a hanging breaking ball from Ray and ripped it to right for the hit. And the Yankees with a good start to their third. That'll bring up the shortstop, Jose Caballero, another Yankee with a much less than 700 OPS. His OPS is 667. Because, again, a low average and no other hits except for home runs will always equivalate to a, if that's even a word, to a lower OPS. It'll be a 1-0 to Jose, runner at first, and nobody out in the top of the third. Pitch. Crushed. Way back. You can forget about this one. Bye, Felicia. This ball is gone.
You can put it on the board. Yes.
Jose Caballero takes the grand tour. When he touches home plate, the Yankees lead 2-0. Wind blowing in or wind not blowing in, he absolutely crushed that ball. First home run in almost a month, and there you go again, Yankee fans. It is the only way they score runs, by hitting home runs. And they get a 2-0 lead after Reyes struck out the first 5 Yankees, a single and a 2-run homer. And here is Wells taking a massive rip and fouling it back. The count is 0-1. That's just a center cut fastball, and Caballero didn't miss it. I mean, that's all that was. Belt high, dead center. Caballero made him pay with a long home run to left center. That pitch is in there for a strike to Wells. The count is quickly 0-2 to the worst hitting catcher in the major leagues. One of the worst hitting players in the major leagues. The hell with catchers. It'll be an 0-2, way upstairs. 1-2 Dash will be very happy. The Reds lead 7-1. The Rays are actually losing today, so see how these scores end up. It'll be a 1-2 here. What up, Jack? What up, Sleeta? Hey Fizz, what up, brother? Sleeta, drop the link to your channel in the chat. Make sure you guys subscribe to my guy Sports Live in the ATL new channel. Almost at 100 subscribers. I think he was 4 away. I think he said he was 4 away. He was at the Braves game last night. So, shout out to the Braves who have a commanding lead in the NL East. But yeah, you want to drop the link to your channel, dude. Drop it in there. Let's get you to 100 subs. 1-2 pitch outside to Wells, 2-2. Austin hitting a solid 162. That's right, an everyday catcher hitting 162. He fouled it off his shin. And the count remains 2-2. To Austin Wells, who has changed up his facial hair. Had a full goatee going. Now he just has the lower lip goatee with the Fu Manchu. Really don't matter what you do with your facial hair, dickhead. You can't swing the bat. Now Munson, now that was a stash. Of course, Munson's a legend. And Wells, you are not. The 2-2 grounded foul. All of a sudden, Rhea can't get anybody out for the Yanks. Murder Enshrined, what up? Mickey, what up? It'll be a 2-2 pitch. Outside 3-2 to the light-hitting Wells. If you're Colin Rea, you must challenge a 162 hitter. There's no reason to not just throw the ball down the middle of the plate and say, hit it. If you can. And he walked him. That's a terrible job. That's a terrible job by Colin Rea. You have to make him put the ball in play. I mean, he's hitting 162. So the Yankees will take the base runner. And the pitching coach will come out here and have a word. All of a sudden, Rea can't, like I said, can't get anybody out after striking out the first 5 batters, including Trent Grisham, who struck out on 3 pitches his first at bat. Yeah, not quite Raleigh fingers. He had the curlies on the end of the stash, but Austin Wells does draw a walk. I'll tell you, man, the Braves need starters. The Yankees have starters. The Yankees have no hitters. And that's the hitters they do have are all hurt, but the rest of this team stinks outside of Ben Rice. They're just truly lying in the home run. I mean, it's really it's been like that for years. It's why they don't win World Series. They can beat up on bad teams. And not that the Cubs are a bad team. The Cubs are actually not bad at all. They're actually pretty good, but if the Yankees hit home runs, they're going to win. If they don't, they're going to lose. And that's just really the way it is. And it's hard to hit home runs in October. Pitch is in there for a strike to Trent. The count's 0-1. Curveball very high. Ray, all of a sudden, like I said, his command is not there. That is not where he wanted the curveball. He did not want that fastball the Caballero where it ended up being. He walked Wells. The 0-1 way outside 1-1. The Yankees actually do steal bases, and I like that. I like that they steal bases, but the Yankees don't do any hitting and running. Of course, they don't make contact, so I do like the stolen base, though. I always have. Ricky Henderson was one of my favorite players. Grisham with a solid pop-up to third in foul territory, making the catch as Bregman, and there's one away here in the Yankees' second. Good job by Trent. Again, a solid 210 hitter with a 310 OBS, or on-base percentage, rather, and a 690 OPS. That's your leadoff hitter. Terrible job by the Yankees, giving that guy a qualifying offer of $22 million. And it just goes to show you nobody else is going to offer Trent Grisham jack shit. Trent Grisham, if he actually thought he was worth money, would have hit the free agent market and gotten a lengthy deal, but instead said, oh my God, the Yankees are going to give me $22 million. I'll rob them of that $22 million. Here's Rice taking low. The count's 1-0 to Big Ben. He was down to 268. He's been scuffling a little bit at the plate. Has had a fantastic year, though, with the Yankees. An all-star for the first time. Drove in a run right after Bellinger drove in 2. pitch at the lower portion of the plate for a strike, and that counts 1-1. Rice does not challenge. Hit that thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Share the stream out on all your social media outlets if you can. YouTube's not going to do it, so if you could do it and help me out, that'd be great. YouTube's algorithm has been broken for some time now. The 1-1 pitch, it's on the corner for a strike. The count is 1-2 to Big Ben. 1 on, 1 out, 2 in for the Yanks. It was a line drive single by Ryan McMahon, and he was brought home by the 2-run homer by Jose Caballero. Rice struck out looking his first at bat. It'll be a 1-2 to Rice. Rea deals, and Rice had a good swing. He wanted that one back. Lost his helmet. He swung so hard on that one, and the count's 1-2. Yeah, all right, brother. Enjoy your day. David, Michael, what up? Doug, what up? The 1-2 just off the plate outside, 2-2. And it'll be a 2-2 to Rice. Leading off at first is Austin Wells. And throwing over to first, getting back as Wells. I don't know why they even bother throwing over there. I can't imagine if the rules were the pitcher could only throw over to first twice and could not throw over again until the next batter was in the box. I cannot imagine how many bases Ricky Henderson would have stolen. My God, he would have 2,000 stolen bases in his career. Probably would have stole 200 bases in a year. Ricky would have. A lot of teams are looking for pitching. The Yankees really need some bats in this lineup. It's such a bad lineup, especially with the guys that are injured. And Rice swings and misses, so Rice is down on strikes for the second time.
I like big butts and I cannot lie.
I don't know. So there's my prize picks. An easy one. Like I said, if you're going to use prize picks, always make sure to take the more than strikeouts. Starting pitcher against the Yankees, you always want more on the strikeout total. He had 5 for his day. I took the over, and he had 6, so I'm already ahead there. Here's Rosario. He was a strikeout victim in the first. 1 on, 2 out in the top of the third. Rea throws over again. Wells is not going anywhere. I'm Rea. I just worry about getting the batter out. The 1-0, and that was not a good pitch, but it's driven to right in front of the track. Making the catch is Suzuki, and that will retire the side. But the Yankees do get 2 runs on 2 hits. The big bomb by Jose Caballero. And the Yankees lead 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the 3rd inning. Head for the mountains of Bush beer. It's cold and it's cool, whatever the hell. Head for the mountains of Bush. Yeah.
I'd rather be out in the open where it's all plain to see. If it's gonna get done, it's up to you and to me. There's no place that I'd rather be. Head for the mountains of Bush. Head for the mountains of Bush.
Ah, lordy, lordy, lordy. Hit it a leggy, smack it a subby. That's true, Rich. The Yankees in the miserable... I mean, I miss the miserable 70s, but they still had guys better than Grisham and Wells. I didn't even know Jameson Taillon was still in the major leagues. He was a Yankee for a cup of coffee. I remember because both he and Cole were on the team, and I said those were a number one and number 2 overall pick for the Yanks. Look at how excited that young man is to get that baseball. I love to see that. Cole made that fan's day. Nah, I ain't got a beer. Here's Dansby Swanson. It'll be Swanson, Amaya, and Pete Crow Armstrong. There's a grounder, a short right there is Cabby. Fields fires, got him. 1 pitch, 1 away here in the Cubs' third. Here is that young man. Let his brother hold the baseball. Here's Miguel Amaya, the Cubs catcher. What I wouldn't kill to have this guy on our team. 243, 3 homers, 716 OPS. High fastball in there for a strike count is 1-0. I'm sorry, 0-1 to Amaya. The 0-1. And it's just off the plate. The count is 1-1. Let's see. Let's see when the Dodgers play. Maybe I'll do a Dodgers game. Well, it's hard because I don't have extra innings like I used to. Pitch outside. 2-1. Red Sox and Dodgers at 7:20 today. Probably should have done that instead of this one. Pitch in there for a strike. The count is 2-2. Dodgers actually head to Chicago tomorrow. They're not already there, but they're not. Obviously, they played today, but they are headed to play this same Wrigley Field Cubby team tomorrow. The 2-2 pitch. And hit down the right field line. Rice gives it a look, but it reaches the customers, and the count is 2-2. I can't hold it. I got to go to the potty. I should have done that during the commercial break. I'll be right back. Alrighty. 2 outs here for the Cubs. Here is Pete Crow Armstrong. And the pitch fouled away. Armstrong walked his first at bat. Armstrong, again, what a year. 283, 24 homers, 64 driven in, 26 stolen bases, 921 OPS. I would love this guy in the Yankee outfield. Too good of a player for us, though. Up and away, 1-1 to Pete. 2-0 Yanks as you play here in the bottom of the third inning. 2 quick outs by Garrett Cole. Jose Caballero with a 2-run homer in the top of the inning. 1-1 and Armstrong gets into one, and it's gonna hang up there in the wind. Dominguez under it makes the catch. And that retires side, so a good inning for Garrett Cole. Cubs go in order. They're half of the third. We will go to the top of the fourth. Yankees 2, Cubs nothing. Yeah, they play in Peacock tonight. I mean, if I didn't do this game, I would have definitely done the Dodgers game. Always got a lot of Dodger fans in here, so. I just don't know when the Dodgers are like on national television. So I don't get to. Again, it was different when I had MLB extra innings, but I have so many freaking streaming services as it is, and I have NBA League Pass. I mean, God Almighty, I don't really feel like paying freaking $8,000 a year for streaming services and cable. It's ridiculous the amount of money you got to spend to call all these games. Let's see if I type this in. We got Tuesday, August 4th, 5:05. That does me no good. I'm actually surprised the Dodgers are not nationally televised more. Oh, that wasn't even the right thing. Yep. TBS, so that's 8:05 on Tuesday. I might be able to do that one. No, because I got Giants Collective. I can't do that one. Saturday, 7:15. Why is it always Tuesdays and Thursdays? The 15th, the Giants have a preseason game that day. I don't know. Jones grounds it to second, bobbling it, fielding it, throwing it away. So that's going to be an E4 on Nico Horner, and Spencer Jones hustling all the way reaches on the E4. Horner let that ball play him. He backed up into a tough hop, and it bounced off the heel of his glove. And Jones hustling all the way gets the first on the error. That'll bring up the right fielder, Jason Dominguez. He takes a big swing and fouls it back. What up, Snacks? Dominguez struck out in the second. Again, I think this guy's ultra talented, but he is in a major slump down to 228 with a 653 OPS. Off the plate outside 1-1. Of course, Dominguez was a guy we heard as the next Mickey Mantle, as is the Yankees' MO. They hype up their prospects more than anybody you've ever seen, and when they get to the major league level, they're absolutely terrible. And unfortunately, Dominguez has been no different. That pitch is outside 1-2. They've just been major disappointments. Peraza, Pereira, Volpe, Wells, Dominguez. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. If batters we heard were going to be something at this level, and they're either in the minors or they get traded away from the organization because they can't play at this level. Throw over to first. Jones is back with a dive. It'll be a 2-1. And the pitch. Up and away, 3-1 to Dominguez. After the first couple innings, Rhea has definitely come back down to earth. He's been very wild in the third and fourth, gave up a 2-run homer. Runner at first, really not his fault. The 3-1 that's the type of swing you want to take in 3-1, but Dominguez fouled it back, full count. We'll see if Jones is on the run. Reyes already up to 60 pitches. Payoff pitch coming to Dominguez. Jones runs, pitches grounded up the middle. It'll prevent the double play. Dominguez is out at first. Jones advances to second, and there's one away here in the Yankee fourth. That'll bring up the second baseman, As Chisholm. Of course, the J is silent when we're talking about As Chisholm. Here is Jazz, 221, OPS under 700. It's such a... Jazz gets into one, but it's going to hang up. Must have got that one off the trademark, as it actually died out there on the left. Hat makes the catch, 2 away, but This lineup is so pathetic. Every fucking batter under 700 OPS, on 220 or lower average. Here's McMahon. He singled, got his average all the way up to 210. He has a 637 OPS. The Yankees are all about fucking OPS, guys, and on-base percentage. They're one of the worst in the league in on-base percentage. The OPS, they're like in the middle because they hit a lot of home runs. But for a team that doesn't care about batting average, the McMahon swings and hits in the air to left field, down the line, half over, near the line, makes the catch. And that will retire the side. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. We've played 3.5. Go to the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 Yanks. But, yeah, so many batters under 700 for OPS. And the Yankees are all about OPS. They have a shitload of batters on this team that aren't even at 700. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke how bad they are. So, I don't know what to say. I've pretty much said it all when it comes to the Yanks. Continue to say the same things over and over and over again as well. It's insane. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Oh. Indeedy. Oh, boy. Alrighty. Look at the Yankees' last 6 games. Their starters have a 0.52 ERA and 129 batting average against with 36 Ks and 8 walks, and the Yankees are like 500 in those starts. I mean, that's how bad the Yankee offense is. It'll be Suzuki, Bush, and Bregman here in the Cubby 4th. Upstairs, 1-1. And pitch, foul back, 1-2. Pitch, outside, 2-2. I'll tell you another guy, the Yankees, and I just saw it on Instagram. I don't actually think he got pulled out of the lineup today. I think the guy was just joking around. But, well, the type of guy the Yankee definitely would go after is Hunter Goodman. That's another prototypical Yankee, but he'd be way better than Austin Wells. 3-2. Popped up. Tough play for Dominguez, and it reaches the stands. Remains a full count here on Suzuki. What up, Rob? What up, James? It'll be a 3-2 pitch to Suzuki. Cole deals. Foul back again. Cole having problems putting these Cubs hitters away. Cole deals the payoff pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Deep. Grisham on his horse. It's over his head and off the ivy. Suzuki will trot into second with a double, and the Cubs have a good start to their fourth. That ball was just a hanging breaking ball, and he launched it over Grisham's head. All the Yankees should just shave their facial hair. Every one of them. Here's Michael Busch. He struck out in the first. Runner at second, nobody out. Bottom of the fourth for Chicago. In there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. It'll be an 0-1. Foul back. Counts 0-2. Suzuki's on at second with nobody out in the bottom of the fourth. The Yanks, on the strength of a 2-run Jose Caballero home run, lead 2-0. The pitch. Foul back. Again, Cole's been able to get 2 strikes in the hitters, but has not been able to punch him out. Pitch. Low, 1-2. I'm so old, I remember Wrigley Field before they had lights in that stadium. I think they had put lights in the stadium in 1989, if I'm not mistaken. Every game for the Cubbies was an afternoon tilt, and some of them got suspended because of darkness. The 1-2. Bad pitch by Cole, ripped into the corner. That's going to get down. Dominguez Fields throws it in. Suzuki scores, and it's 2-1. Not a good pitch by Garrett Cole at all. That one hung in the middle of the plate. A terrible 0-2 pitch. And Busch made him pay. It's 2-1. That's not a good pitch. Just not a good pitch at all. Not a good pitch. That pitch is in there for a strike to Bregman, and the count is 0-1. Bregman's 0-1, grounded out in the first. Busch is on at first with nobody out. A run in here for the Cubs. Pitch. Low, my guy terrorizing. What up, brother? This is a good sign. The Yanks have put up 2 points already. That's right. Ground to the third. Could be 2. The second one on to first. Rack 'em up. That's a 5:43 double play. And there's 2 outs and nobody on here for the Cubs. Room service. Hop to McMahon. The Jazz. Pivots. Fires. Easy double play for the Yanks. There's no such thing as an easy double play for the Yankees. That was not a good pitch again either. Cole hung that one. And Bregman, you just see Bregman try to do too much with it. And I say it all the time. The Yankees do it. Open up the hips. Try to take a massive wallop. Open up way too early. Hit the ball right on the ground. If he just stays back through that ball, he probably crushes it. Bad approach. Here is Ian Happ with 2 outs and nobody on now. Struck out back in the first. The 1-0 to Happ inside 2-0. Oh, they called that a strike. Oh, Happ did not even challenge that. I am very surprised. We've already seen Barry, the home plate umpire, miss 3 calls. 1-1, bounced up there, 2-1. Two to 1 Yanks in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Low. And the count is 3-1. Cole is about to deal the 3-1 to Happ. Grounded to second. Jazz to his left. Fields fires. Got him. And that will retire the side. The Cubs do get 1 run and 2 hits because of the double play. Nobody left on base. We'll go to the top of the 4th. 2-1 Yanks. Why would the Yankees go and get a first baseman when they have Ben Rice and Paul Goldschmidt? Doesn't make any sense, Lee. This is the type of shit I'm talking about. The Yankees already have 2 first basemen. Why would they try to get another one? That doesn't make any sense. This big report here by Matt Sullivan says Yankees trade deadline update is a strange one amid lack of interest in a .798 OPS catcher. Oh, my God. If the Yankees don't do anything, the trade deadline, like nothing of relevance, the fan base will revolt. I'm sure. I'm sure they will. Sure, Yankee fans will not be happy at all about that. Well, he's listed as a first baseman, so I don't know. I mean, Garcia is listed as a first baseman. Can he play second? If he could, that would be great because Lord knows we could use a second baseman. Actually, he is a second and a first base. I guess he can play all positions. So obviously that would be a major addition if the Yankees could get Luis Garcia. Do the Nationals fall out of it? Like everybody's a contender to make the playoffs now. But obviously he'd be a huge addition if they could get him to play second. It'll be an 0-2 pitch to Caballero. He's the reason the Yankees have the 2-1 lead. Of course, the Yankees score all their runs on home runs. The 0-2 pitch, it's outside, 1-2 as we play here in the top of the 5th. What's going on, Sarah? The 1-2 fouled away. And we will do it again. Ray is up to 68 pitches as we play in the top of the 5th. It'll be a 1-2 incoming. The righty deals, and that pitch was fouled behind home plate. The count remains 1-2 to Jose Caballero. It'll be a 1-2 incoming to Jose Caballero, and the pitch swung on and grounded foul outside of third. We'll do it again. We'll do it again. Rhea about to deal the 1-2 from the belt. Low and outside, 2-2. We'll see if the Yankees do anything. Again, I don't expect the Yankees to make any impactful moves. They just haven't done that in years, but they certainly need infield bats, without question. 2-2. That pitch is swung in the air to center field. This one is going to die short of the track. Pete Crow Armstrong makes the catch. And there's one away. Here are the injury updates. Stanton is expected to hit live tomorrow and Tuesday. Who cares? Rodon's expected to throw. Who cares? And Clark Schmidt, who I forgot was even on this team, is expected to throw a live session on Tuesday as well. I forgot Clark Schmidt was even a Yankee. Guy hasn't pitched in like 3 years, I swear to God. Well, here is Wells. He walked his first time, and he hits a high pop-up. And Pete Crow Armstrong is going to give way to Suzuki. Again, that wind is really playing tricks with that baseball. Nothing routine about any fly ball today. And Wells, 1 pitch, 1 out. I'm sorry, 2 outs. And that brings up Trent Grisham. Austin Wells now down to about 160 on the year. Trent Grisham, the Yankee leadoff hitter, a .212 average, a .309 on-base percentage, and a .691 OPS. That is exactly what you pencil in for your leadoff hitter when you're a contender. Is guys with those numbers, and he swings in the first pitch and hits it right to the left fielder, Ian Happ. The Yankees go very meekly in their half of the fifth. Trent Grisham fucking sucks. Thank God we gave him $22 million. He is absolute trash. That's exactly what you want your leadoff hitter to do. Especially after you had 2 quick outs. And Garrett Cole had just given up a run. You certainly don't want to give your pitcher any time to rest. Let's go up there and swing at the first pitch and fly out. Good baseball there by the Yanks. They continue to show the low IQ baseball acumen this entire team has by the lowest IQ baseball manager in the history of sports. Just a fact. It's an absolute joke. This team has absolutely zero baseball IQ. None. Absolutely none. Absolutely none. Alrighty, to the bottom of the fifth we go. This team is ass. That's putting it nicely, Heineken. That is putting it very nicely. This team is a bag of ass. Outside, and the count is, 1-0 to Horner. Horner, Ramirez, and Swanson 6, 7, and 8 for the Cubbies in their half of the fifth. Line drive base hit center field. Good start for the Cubs in their half of the fifth. The Cubs' third hit of the day. 1, 3, and 1 for the Cubs. 2, 2, and 0 for the Yanks. Well, Lee, they'd be major upgrades at both positions. I'd be very happy if they actually did that, but I don't expect much. I don't really know what the hell the Yankees are going to do, and they're going to squirt a bunt in there for a strike, count 0-1. I just don't. I don't know what they're going to do. But if they could get those two players, it would significantly improve their roster. That's a fact. I do think they're going to go after Mason Miller. Line drive, falling in front of Grisham makes the catch. And a bad throw by Grisham gets away. Luckily, Wells was backing it up. If Grisham made a good throw, he might have actually got the runner at first. But Grisham threw a weak, dying quail to first. Grisham did make a nice catch. That throw was way offline. Otherwise, he would have had him. Looked like Jalen Hurts throwing on the run there. Completely inaccurate. I actually thought that ball was going to fall in there, but Grisham did a good job, got a good jump on it. One away in the fifth. But the fact that the Yankees got rid of Doval tells me I really think they're going to go after Mason Miller. I definitely can see them going after him. I can definitely see them going after him. Here's Dansby Swanson. He grounded out back in the third. He is 0 for 1. Cubs with one man on, one man out in the bottom of the fifth. 2-1 Yanks. Swanson has not had a hit in his last 17 at-bats, making his last 18 at-bats as he hits a weak fly ball to center. Grisham coming in a few steps makes the catch, and there's quickly 2 away here in the Cubs' fifth. Boy, both of these teams are playing like they got a plane to catch. Like the Yankees do, the Cubs do not. The Cubs are staying there for the Dodgers. The pitch. And runner goes. Wells can't hang on to the pitch, and it's dropped, so a stolen base there. It'll be a 1-0 to Amaya, and that's at the bottom of the zone for a strike that counts 1-1. The 1-1, that was not a good pitch by Cole. Amaya fouled it straight back, count 1-2. Cole's gotten away with a couple of those today. He has definitely hung that breaking ball. Does not have good bite on the off-speed pitch today. Cole actually doesn't have really good stuff today. He just has not been able to really find it. The 1-2 is incoming. Cole with a long set, kicks and deals. Swung and a miss, strike 3. So that's a 4th K for Garrett Cole. Cubs, no runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We have played 5 full. Go to the top of the 6th, 2-1 Yankees. Two to one Yankees. Do 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 do. do. Bum 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 bum. Hey, Lucky and Smacky the Subby. Let's go. Do with your eye like a big pizza pie. That's amore. Be-de-dee-dee-dee. Yep, that was from Joel Sherman. Yanks are trying to complete a trade for Nationals first baseman Luis Garcia. Obviously, he's not just a first baseman. David, if you're talking about getting another lefty like at the plate, they're going to get rid of Jazz if they get Garcia, I would imagine. Sox are up 5-0 on Tampa, so it's really imperative that the Yankees hang on to this game and don't fuck it up, in the later innings like they've been known to do all year. Oh, trade deadline's tomorrow. I thought it was August 4th. I'm sorry, it's August 3rd. It's tomorrow. Rice fouls it away, and the count is 0-1 to Big Ben. Leading off for the Yanks, Rice, Rosario, and Spencer Jones for the Yanks. Rice has had a hard time today. He has struck out both times against Colin Rea, who's at 75 pitches, so you play here in the top of the 6th. 2-1 Yankees lead. Pitch! Outside, 1-1. What up, Steels? Well, like I said, I think if they went out and got Garcia, they would be getting rid of Jazz. I would imagine Jazz would be gone, and he would just replace one lefty with another. The 1-1 foul back. Count is 1-2. The 1-2. Foul tipped in and out of the glove. No, he swung and missed. So Rice with the hat trick down on strikes. Oh, he's gone. Well, like I said, I obviously Garcia is a major upgrade over Jazz Chisholm. It's in there for a strike to Rosario. 0-1 to Ahmed. It'll be an 0-1 pitch. Low and outside. 1-1. One out, top of the 6th. Nobody on for the Yanks. Lead 2-1, and the pitch is fouled back. 1-2. Yeah, I'm not gonna again Steels. I'm not gonna get on the Dodgers or do nothing wrong. And the Yankees, Lord knows, they've spent their fair share of money. Even now, it's just they spend it like shit, but their payroll is one of the highest in baseball, and they just suck. And speaking of suck, there's a fly ball to right. Suzuki going to his left makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Oh, 2 outs here in the Yankees' 6th, and that brings up the left fielder Spencer Jones. Spencer Jones. In there for a strike, 0-1. Jones reached on an error. He is 0 for 2 today. Low 1-1 to the lanky, tall lefty. Wallison warming up there in the Cubs' pen. This will probably be Rhea's last inning. The 1-1 popped up on the infield. Third baseman Bregman under it makes the play, and that retires the side. Another solid inning for the Yankees as they go out in order once again. 2-1 Yanks. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Jesus Christ, this team is terrible. This team is so bad. So bad, man. Too bad, so sad. It is what it is. They stink, man. What up, Lopez? Yeah, they got to get rid of Jazz without question. They got to get rid of Jazz. He sucks. He absolutely bites the big one. Yeah, the Red Sox should pass the Yankees in a couple weeks. I would think, anyway. I would think. The pitch outside 1-1. The Sox are playing way better than the Yankees. I mean, the Yankees just have it's just a terrible lineup. I mean, this Yankee lineup, it's embarrassing what they put out there day in and day out. It's embarrassing. Like I said, yeah, they have injuries, but shit, I mean, did you really expect Giancarlo Stanton to give you 140 games? He's not that guy. What do you expect? Pete Crow Armstrong fouls it back. It's 2-2. Armstrong's 0 for 1 with a walk today. Getting down to the point here in the game where the Yankees really struggle to find ways to win. They really lose a lot of ball games late and close. As we know, they're the worst team in baseball in extra innings at 1-8 this year. Inside 3-2. It'll be a 3-2 pitch from Cole to Armstrong, and Cole deals fouled away. We'll do it again. 3-2. 3-2. There was that old Cubby scoreboard. Home of the 1907 World Champs. Okay, you know why they showed that. 3-2. Walked him again. So Armstrong works a leadoff walk. That brings up Seiya Suzuki, the right fielder. Okay, whoever Rumi is, sure. Suzuki doubled and scored in the fourth. And he took a pitch right down the middle there. The count is 0-1. 0-1 to Suzuki. Cole at the chest, and he kicks and deals. Rip! Base hit left field. Spencer Jones plays it on the hop, and the Cubbies have the first two men on here in the bottom of the sixth. Louis struggled. He struggled at the beginning. He's pitched much better his last couple of starts. He doesn't have good stuff today. He really doesn't. He's battled today, but he does not have good stuff. He has left a lot of pitches in the middle of the zone. He has really not put away a lot of hitters when he's gotten 2 strikes on him, so he's not had good stuff today, but he has pitched much better as of late. Double barrel action in the Yankee pen, Blackburn and Hedrick. Two to 1 Yanks, a tentative lead here as we play in the bottom of the sixth. The ivy is beautiful here in August as it is green. Very green ivy. As we know, when you play in April there, it is gray and dead. Kind of like the Yankees lineup in these road unis, gray and dead. Bush grounds a foul outside of first. The count's 0-1 to Michael. He's 1 for 2. An RBI single his last at bat. Seems that way, Richie. Seems that way. Oh, 1. Again, Cole got that pitch upstairs, not where he wanted it, not happy with himself. It was fouled back. The count is 0-2. Churches, Bahina, what up? Steels, you're preaching to the choir, brother. I could not agree with you more. It's just amazing how much money they've spent poorly. Upstairs, 1 and 2. There's a video I did. The Yankees are the equivalent of a $230,000 Yugo. I mean, they spend a bunch of fucking money on absolute garbage. I mean, what do they have here? Where's their depth? Judge is hurt. Yeah, I know Judge is hurt. So if Judge, everybody knocks Judge for not performing in October. If Judge has a bad series, who picks him up? He didn't have a bad series against Toronto last year. Nobody else hit. One guy can't win a World Series. Foul back again. Cole can't put anybody away today. It really is. It's amazing that you look at this lineup, Steels, and you see how shit he is and think this is a $330 million payroll. Pitch is low to Bush, 2-2. Could be Cole's last batter. He's up to 87 pitches as we play here in the bottom of the sixth. The Cubs have a legitimate threat with the first 2 men on. Runners at first and second. The 2-2 pitch incoming from Cole, the Bush. Lollipop curveball hangs high, 3-2. I doubt the runners will be moving, but we'll keep an eye on them on the full count pitch. Armstrong obviously can run. At second, he has 26 stolen bases. Cubs fans on their feet there at Wrigley. Be a 3-2 pitch from Cole to Michael Bush. Runners take their leads. Stay put. Swung on and murdered, but it's going to hang up there because that wind is blowing in. Dominguez makes the catch. He's going to throw it to third, and Armstrong is there safely. He didn't miss that one by much. That wind is blowing in, and maybe he got it just off the end of the bat. It looked good off the bat. Actually, a good job there by Suzuki as he went into second base. Very good base running there by Seiya Suzuki, as Dominguez threw the ball to third instead of hitting the cutoff man. Okay, as soon as Suzuki sees that, missed the cutoff man, he goes right to second base. What beautiful heads-up base running. What high IQ baseball by the Cubs. And again, very low IQ baseball by the Yanks. You're not throwing Armstrong out at third. You got to know the batter's speed. And you got to hit that cutoff man to keep the double play in order. Now, instead of first and third with one out, the Cubs with a single will take the lead, and the double play is not in order, and it forces the Yankees to bring the infield in. So once again, stupid baseball by the Yanks. And the 0-1 to Bregman's low 1-1. Every single fucking game, the Yankees make these mental miscues. Every single game. They're such a poorly coached team. It is unbelievable that Major League Baseball players are so fucking brain dead. And it's not like they have one brain dead guy on this team. There is multiple brain dead guys on this team. And that is a strike. Barely. Well, the Yankees needed. That's a huge pitch because instead of 2-1, it is now 2-2. Or I'm sorry, 1-2. Pitch. Swung on and missed. Strike three. A terrible at bat for Alex Bregman as he went out of the zone and he could not hold up the swing. That is a huge strikeout for Cole and the Yanks. That's a big one there without question. Fifth strikeout for Cole. Pitch. Upstairs 1-0. Upstairs 2-0. Second and third, 2 outs for the Cubs, trailing 2-1 in their half of the sixth. 2-0 pitch incoming. Happ takes it on the corner for a strike that counts 2-1. And it's 3-1. It says the Yankees are finalizing a deal to get Luis Garcia. That's not official yet. I'm just seeing here if anything's going on with the Yanks, but in there for a strike. It's a full count pitch. So that's nothing official yet. 3-2 pitch. Inside, he walked him. Bases are loaded. That's probably Cole's last batter. Nico Horner. Well, Boone is Speaking with his constituents here, and looks like he will stay with Cole. Nope, going to come out and get him. So that will end Cole's day. He went 5 2/3 innings. He gave up 1 run. He's responsible for all 3 runners on the bases. And that is the end of Garrett Cole. Alrighty, I'm going to run to the bathroom really quick. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, ring the bell. I'll be right back. Alrighty, we are back. Well, we're not back. I'm back, but Cubs have them loaded. Trying to take the lead here. I don't know if Cole's a head case. I think Cole's just really competitive. But I do think that sometimes things can get the best of him. What up, Ace? A big moment in this game for both teams. Cole is out. Hedrick is in. And the count is 1-0. Brent Hedrick has had a fantastic year for the Yankees. 3rd best ERA out of the pen. 65 strikeouts. The pitch. The Yankee bullpen, which was a big weakness the first couple of months of the season, has actually been much better. Even though the Yankees as a team have been fucking terrible, the bullpen has been better. But they have obviously given it up in big spots, and that is the problem. But of course, the Yankee offense does not help them. It's 2-0 to Horner. I would imagine Horner's taking a pitch here. He does, and it's low. 3-0, so Hedrick comes right out of the pen as well as challenging this. And it's low. Desperation challenge by Austin Wells. Almost an inch below the zone, so desperation challenge. Nowhere to put Horner. He's definitely taking all the way here. He can't be swinging 3-0. And wow, I can't believe Horner didn't challenge that. The Yankees just got a break. Are the Cubs added challenges? Because that was a ball. The 3-1. Hit in the air to center, not deep. Grisham is in his tracks, comes in a couple steps, makes the catch, and that retires aside. The Yankees get out of it. The Cubs leave them loaded. We will go to the top of the 7th, 2-1 Yanks. I can't believe Nico Horner did not challenge that 3-0 pitch. I think Nico Horner wanted to swing the bat. That pitch was a good inch outside. Wow. I am very surprised that he didn't challenge that. Well, the Yankees wiggled. They wiggled off the hook in that one. They got off the hook. Coley, what up? Jerry, what up? Dave, what up? Eventually, Sunday afternoons will be for Giants football. Not too long in the distant future. Of course, their first game is August 15th, which is Saturday. It's like a 1 o'clock, too, if I'm not mistaken, which is a weird time. But it's fine. That actually works out perfectly for me because we get to go to breakfast and then come home, set up the stream, and then the Giants will be done and we can go out to dinner. That works. That works. August 15th, August 22nd. There's George Lombard. Should be called up very soon, I would imagine, to get up here for Volpe. Dominguez will lead off the Yankees 7th. Reyes back out there. Dominguez is 0 for 2. Again, a massive disappointment. This guy was supposed to be the next coming. And he's hitting .227 with a .650 OPS. And he grounds a base hit to left field. You'd like to see Dominguez do more of that, as he took the ball the other way for a base hit. And the Yankees have a good start to their 7th. Good job there by Dominguez.
Thank you.
Wrong sound drop. And the Cubs will go to the bullpen, so Arroyo is in there on a batter-by-batter basis. Cubs going to the pen. Chisholm coming up, and we come back. Still nothing. Yankees, nothing official yet. Just working on a deal. I didn't even know the Yankees went after Tariq Skubal. Aaron Boone not shocked by Tariq Skubal Dodgers trade after Yankees fall short. I didn't even know we friggin' attempted to get him. Yankees like Luis Ariz, but where would he play? You get rid of Jazz and he plays at second base. Yankees potential trade package for Adley Rutschman revealed. I'll tell you what, you find a way to get Adley Rutschman. Get those three guys. Get Ariz, Rutschman, and Garcia in transfer. How am I trying to say? Transition your whole infield. Revamp your entire infield. Somebody just said the same thing. What does Nico Horner doing? Clear ball for to tie the game and he doesn't challenge a called strike. I didn't get it either. Didn't get it either. So here is Jazz. They immediately throw over to first, and Dominguez is back. Rolliston is in there for the Cubbies. Man on first, nobody out. Top of the 7th. The Yanks lead 2-1. Pitch. Up and in, 1-0 to Jazz. 2-0, sorry. Or no, 1-0, yes. Once again, Yes Network can't get their stats right. Pitch. Swung on a miss. Good swing, Jazz. Count 1-1, just like a little leaguer, blowing bubbles and playing with lollipops in the field, making mud pies and swinging at pitches in his eyes. The 1-1 fouled away, 1-2 to Jazz. They're actually talking about that right now, why Horner did not challenge it. It was definitely ball 4. I can't believe he did not challenge it. It was not good. Rollison about to deal the 1-2 to Jazz. 2-1 Yankees as we play in the top of the 7th. The 1-2 pitch. Jazz takes up and in 2-2. 2-2 to Jazz. Mollison very tough on lefties. And it is lefty-lefty here. The 2-2 pitch outside. Good take by Jazz. 3-2. We'll see if Dominguez is running on the full count pitch. Jazz does strike out a shitload, as does every Yankee hitter. Very few of them make contact on a consistent basis. And we have a timeout. And this is done. I got to go to the grocery store, as always. I got to go to the grocery store. It'll be a 3-2 pitch. To Jazz Chisholm. Rollison deals. Jazz swings and misses. Strike 3. What else is new for Jazz Chisholm? White Sox, Yankees, 88 and 92, 4.18. Played for the White Sox, the Cubs, the Yankees, and then the M's. Played for the Yankees in 1987. Pitches in there for a strike. Is that Steve Trout? I'm going to say that's Steve Trout. I'm usually pretty good at those. Name that Yankee. I'm going to guess that's Steve Trout. I remember George Steinbrenner telling Lupinell, I just won you the pen and I got you Steve Trout. I think that's who that is. I think that's Steve Trout. I could be wrong, but that's my guess. Steve Trout. It's a 7 difficulty, so we'll see. By the way, quickly 0-2 to Ryan McMahon. Yes, it's too cold. It's like 85 degrees in Chicago. Way too cold for Jazz. The 0-2. I don't even know how the hell McMahon got that when it was in the catcher's glove and he slapped it out of there. Carmane's 0-2. Jose Caballero, the Yankee offense today with a 2-run homer. On deck, of course, that's always the way the Yankees get their runs. We know that. A really close look there at Rollison. Oh, I don't know which one you're talking about. Dashy pitch. Fouled away down the line, and it will reach the paying customers. And the count is 0-2. Dashy, there was a lot of guys that got face-to-face with the umpires, so I don't know if it reminds you of anyone in particular. I mean, Earl Weaver was really good about turning the ball cap around and getting in the umpire's face. Obviously, Billy Martin comes to mind. Lasorda was good. The pitch. Rounded foul, 0-2. I don't don't know. I don't know where the Yankees have put Luis Garcia, but said he lists him as a bunch of different places. But he definitely could DH. I mean, it's possible. Stanton probably won't come back, but I don't know what the Yankees are going to do. It'll be an 0-2 pitch from Rollison. McMahon, nice at bat, buddy. Swings and misses. Strike 3. What else is new for the Yankees? 2 strikeouts for Rollison. And again, here is the Yankee offense today. Jose Caballero, a 2-run homer in the third, and that's all the Yankees have gotten. Luckily for them, Cole battled through 5 2/3, and Nico Horner decided not to challenge a ball 4, which would have walked the tying run in. Instead, Horner was greedy and wanted to swing the bat, so he decided not to challenge. And that, or either that, or is a very bad read of the strike zone. The 0-1. Caballero hits it off the end of the bat, coming in and not going to get there. Picro Armstrong bobbled, but Dominguez will stay at second. So, big swing off the end of the bat usually fools the outfielder. I know that Armstrong would have been able to get to that one anyway. So, the Yankees with a 2-out threat, and that brings up the catcher, shitty Austin Wells. And I take that back. They're going to pinch hit for Wells with Paul Goldschmidt. I'm sure the Cubs will go to the pen now and bring in a righty to face Goldie. And that is exactly what the Cubs are going to do. That's right. No chance in hell of hitting Ryan McMahon. That's a fact. No chance! No hell you've got. There's Joe Girardi. Look at Girardi on the Cubbies. Oh, what a throw. Young Girardi actually doesn't look much different. Looks good for his age. We have a meeting at the mines on the mound, and wow, they're actually gonna stay with Rollison. I don't really understand. I don't really understand this move. Why you wouldn't go to the righty here? Not exactly sure what the hell is going on. Here is Goldie. He has been in a bit of a slump. 247, 16 homers, 44 driven in, a 759 OPS. He was well over 800 for a while, but he has really been in the doldrums, as has a lot of the Yankee bats. He takes inside 1-0. Yankees looking for some insurance runs, which they sorely need because they do not play well in these late games, with fundamentals being a major weakness. Inside corner, Goldie does not challenge 1-1. Trent Grisham on deck. Could not wait for the sun to come out so he could put on those stupid fucking sunglasses. It'll be a 1-1. Goldschmidt fouls it back, and the count is 1-2. It'll be a 1-2 pitch. Rollison steps off, so Goldschmidt steps out. It'll be a 1-2 pitch. And Goldschmidt, late swing, but was able to fight it off. The count remains 1-2. We're talking about Aaron Boone calling runs points because Aaron Boone is a fucking moron. Yankees need more points, according to Aaron Boone. Pitch! Bounced up there, 2-2 to Goldie. 20th pitch for Rollison, about to be brought to the plate here. The 2-2 pitch to Paul Goldschmidt. Goldschmidt fouls it away again. He continues the battle. Two to 1 Yanks, top of the 7th. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. The Cubs squandered an opportunity in their half of the 6th. The Yankees were able to wiggle out of a bases loaded jam. Goldschmidt hits it in the air to center field. Pete Crow Armstrong a couple steps to his left. He makes the catch, and that will retire the side. The Yanks get no runs and 1 hit. They leave 2. We've played 6.5. We'll go to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch. Yankees 2, Cubs 1. Duty, 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 duty. Duty, duty. Do 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 do. Oh. Ba, 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 ba. Yeah, Giants and Padres just underway. Mariners and Twins also underway. Red Sox and Dodgers, the marquee matchup tonight. Phillies on top of the Orioles. Braves beat the Nationals. Cards beat the Blue Jays, who continue to have a miserable season. The Guardians all over the D-backs. Dashy will be happy today. The Reds up 9-1 on the Pirates. The White Sox beat the Rays 9-1, so the Yanks have an opportunity to gain a game on Tampa if they can find a way to close this one out in Wrigley Field. Brent Hendrick out there for the 7th. Pitch is in there for a strike to Pedro Ramirez. He is 0 for 2 today. Ramirez swans through to Maya, the schedule 3, the bottom 3 for the Cubbies in their half of the 7th. Hit in the air to right field, down the line, and it will reach the seats. Tim Hill and Paul Blackburn warming up there for the Yanks. Hill the lefty, Blackburn the righty. 0-2. Outside 1-2. Two to 1, New York in the bottom of the 7th. The pitch upstairs, 2-2. Just waiting to hear on the swing and a miss. So Ramirez down on strikes. My freaking Stream Deck very slow today. Pitch is grounded foul. It'll be an 0-2 pitch to Dansby Swanson. 1 out, nobody on. 1-2. Okay. It'll be a 1-2 pitch to Dansby. What up, David? Rip. Foul. Do it again. 1-2. Coming to Swanson. Windy there in Chicago, as you mentioned before. The fly balls have been an adventure, but really no drops. They've been tough. 1-2 pitch incoming. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Swanson doesn't even run to first, and he'll just go back to the dugout and concede. So back-to-back strikeouts here for Hedrick. 2 away. That'll bring up Miguel Amaya, the catcher, who is 0 for 2. A pitch on the corner. Too many points left on base says yes. I agree. Pitch to Amaya. Ground to foul quickly. 0-2. The pitch. Hit in the air, right field, out of play. And the count remains 1-2. Beautiful day on the south side. Breezy, but very sunny and warm. It's a perfect day up here yesterday. Outside 1-2. We haven't had many of those days this past week. It was very rainy. Tons of rain this last week. And looks like we're headed for more rain this week. In upstate New York, it'll be a 1-2 pitch incoming. Swung and missed. Strike 3. What an inning for Brent Hedrick. Hedrick strikes out the side, and the Cubs have in the 7th. We will go to the top of the 8th. The Yanks 2, the Cubs 1. Batman! Yes, indeed. Hit it a leggy and smacky the subby. I'm an infielder. What do you mean? The lockout? Maybe. But I agree with you. I think there will be. You worry until they get a deal done. But I mean, they have all off season, so they got months, 6 months to get it together. But I do have a feeling we could be headed for a lockout this time. I do have a feeling that very well could happen. Top of the 8th. Inside to Grisham, 1-0. Top of the Yankee order, Grisham, Rice, and Rosario. Grisham's had a solid day, 0 for 3. Rollison out there again, and the count is 2-0. Of course, the Yankees have 2 lefties in Grisham and Rice, and Rosario, who does not hit well from the right side of the plate this year. Grisham gets into one to left, but to right. Suzuki's there to make the catch. But don't worry, he hit it hard, so Boone will say, well, he hit it hard. That's all the Yankees care about. They don't actually care about results. They just care about exit velo. So we'll say, well, Trent hit the ball well. Here's Rice, who, like I said, he is in a bit of a funk. He has struck out 3 times today. And that pitch hangs high on the sweeper. The count is 1-0 to Ben. There it is. The last 6 games, he is hitting 100. Just 2 for 20 with 9 strikeouts. So he has been struggling. 1-0 upstairs, 2-0. Rollison behind a second straight batter here. It'll be a 2-0. Upstairs, 3-0 to Ben. Again, Rosario waits on deck. I'd imagine Ben has the green light if he likes it. Because he has been struggling. And maybe you get a cookie here and you take a big swing on 3-0. You're up 2-1. He does not do that. He takes it all the way and takes it right down the middle. I'm not a big proponent of swinging 3-0, but I feel like when you're Ben Rice and you've been in a slump and you're up 2-1 in the 8th and you haven't been able to hit the ball at all, you could take a swing there. And now he takes a 3-1, a perfect pitch in the corner, and the count's full at 3-2. I really like there are situations you should swing 3-0, and I feel like up 2-1 in the top of the 8th with nobody on base and you've been struggling, I feel like that's a good time to take a swing 3-0. 3-2. Popped up. He made contact. Shallow left, and coming in to make the play is Ian Happ, even though Swanson was waving him off. And I'm actually surprised they're going to go to the pen here. Rollison did his job. He got the 2 lefties in this inning. I guess they want to turn Rosario over to the left side. Career-wise, Rosario has not hit well from the left, but he's been very bad from the right side of the plate this year. Brian Trashman is correct. Schoolball should have been a Yankee. I don't even know what the hell the Yankees... I don't even know what the hell they offered him. I didn't even know they were in on the Schoolball trade, honestly. I didn't even know. Oh. 2 outs, top of the 8th, nobody on. Yanks lead 2-1. Trying to take this series from the Cubs. Trying to take it from the Cubbies. Yeah, indeed. See when my next Yankee game may be. I can tell you this. This will be my last Yankees broadcast on a weekend afternoon. That I can tell you. Let's see if I'm right. Let's see if this is Steve Trout. That is my guess. Name that Yankee. Let's see. I'm going Steve Trout. Yes, sir! That's right. I'm always good at those things. Steve Trout, who absolutely sucked for the Yankees. They don't show any Yankee highlights. That guy was ass for the Yanks. Ass. Yankees take on the Cardinals next week. Maybe Wednesday night against the Cards. We can do that. 7:05. Definitely will not be doing any weekend games, like I said. That was we saving weekend streams for the nighttime. Rosario is in there. And the pitch. Swung and a miss. Is Ahmed Rosario not a switch hitter? Why the hell was I thinking Rosario was a freaking switch hitter? He just doesn't hit lefties well. There's a base hit. That was not a good pitch. Rosario singles. Why the hell was I thinking Rosario was a freaking switch hitter? He just ain't hitting well at all then. He freaking sucks. I don't know why the hell. Maybe I misread the stat. It said from the right side of the plate. Hey, what the hell was I just looking at? Oh, the Yankee schedule. Maybe that Cardinals game popped up. Spencer Jones swung at the first pitch. Making the catch is the shortstop Swanson. And that retires the side. No runs a hit. No, I'm sorry, one left on base. We played 7.5. We'll go to the bottom of the 8th. 2-1 Yanks. Yeah. Maybe that Cardinals game, August 5th. That's a Wednesday. Those are always good for me. Those are always good days for me. We'll see. We will see. Yep. I definitely, I can't believe I got that one right. I knew that, though, man. Like I said, I'm usually pretty good at those. Some of them are really tough. So, yeah, Steve Trout was ass. He was absolutely ass. Well, we'll see if the Yankees can hold on as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Once again, another very poor, anemic offensive performance by the Yankees. And once again, their pitching has held their head above water today. It'll be interesting. Yeah, I know, Dashy. I know you definitely want the Yankees to beat the Cardinals. Dashy hates the Cardinals, man. Hates them. Honestly, hates the Cardinals. So don't expect much there, Dashy. Don't expect too much from the Yankees. You won't be disappointed. Paul Blackburn's going to come in here for the 8th. Again, he has been great. He did give it up against Chicago, gave up back-to-back home runs, and the Yankees eventually lost in extra innings. That was the game I did with Pete on Wednesday. Went 12 innings, and the Yankees lost. They have won one extra inning game the entire year. They've lost 8. Trying to avoid such fate here. Armstrong is 0 for 1. He has walked twice. A very good player for Chicago. He's a very good all-around player. It'll be an 0-1. Way upstairs, 1-1 to PCA. Tell the order for the Cubs: Crow Armstrong, Suzuki, and Michael Busch. Beer. The 1-1 to Armstrong. Way upstairs, 2-1. Suzuki on decks. Had a good day. He's 2 for 3. Armstrong steps out of the box for a second. Can't shift in baseball, but the Yankees are about as close as you can be without shifting. Armstrong cues it foul behind the plate. The count is even at 2-2. Caballero is just to the right of the second base bag. Playing in near the grass is Ryan McMahon. Obviously does not expect Armstrong to hit the ball hard the other way. Blackburn about to deal the 2-2. He deals. Check to swing. Did he go? He did not. The count's full at 3-2. Every time he has been at the plate today, Armstrong has worked the count full. He's walked twice. The 3-2, Armstrong fouls it away. I like this guy, man. He's just a ball player. Some guys are just ball players, and those are you want a team full of guys like Pete Crow Armstrong. The Yankees have maybe 2 Pete Crow Armstrongs in their entire lineup. When they're healthy, mind you. 3-2. Fouls it away again, so PCA continues to battle Blackburn to lead off the 8th. 2-1 Yanks in the bottom of the 8th. PCA looking at a 3-2 pitch from Blackburn. Righty set at the belt. He kicks and fires, and he walked him. Good at bat by PCA. And, Armstrong stolen 26 bases. Actually, he's stolen 27. No, that's right. He went to third on the fly ball. Cam Schlittler, the Yankee Player of the Week. What else is new? Battled against Chicago at 8 Ks and 6 1/3. Lost it a little bit in the 7th, and of course the bullpen fucked it up for him. Ironic that they showed that stat when Blackburn's the guy that gave up the back-to-back home runs, and Blackburn had been fantastic until that point, but he walks Armstrong. In there for a strike to Suzuki. The count is 0-1. Seiya Suzuki is 2 for 3 today. I would not be surprised if PCA decided to try to swipe a bag here late in the game. He does have 26 steals on the year. Has about a 4-step lead over there at first. Does not take off, and the pitch is outside to Suzuki. The count 1-1. There is Michael Busch awaiting on deck. He is 1 for 3 today. The Cubs had a really good opportunity in the 6th. They had second and third with 1 out. They had the base loaded with 2 outs. Horner had looked to be ball 4, called the strike, and Armstrong got a big lead that time. They throw over to first. Armstrong is back. Nico Horner had a 3-0 count on him with the bases loaded. And pitch 4 looked to be outside. Horner did not challenge it, and then he popped up the next pitch. And the Cubs haven't had an opportunity. Well, it was only the 6th inning, so 1-1. Fouled away by Suzuki. Count 1-2. Dash, yeah, I'm going to wait to see what the Yankees do. Every year I hear the Yankees are interested in this guy, the Yankees are interested in that guy, Yankees are interested in this guy, Yankees are looking at that guy, and they end up with minor leaguers or like utility guys. Strike 3. And Suzuki just sat there and looked. Can I help you, sir? No, thank you. I'm just looking.
He gone!
Well, there's a big strikeout for Blackburn. Just top of the zone. It was a sinker, 96. Not where you want to put that sinker, but it was effective. But I hear all the time the Yankees are interested in all these guys. They end up with a journeyman. A guy like Trent Grisham. Those are the type of guys they trade for. Outside to Busch, 1-0. Webb is warming in the pen for Chicago. I'm sure he'll come in here to pitch the 9th. Again, the Yankees shift up the middle. Well, they can't really shift, but they're shading towards the middle. Low, 2-0 to Michael Busch. Alex Bregman awaits on deck. 2-1 Yanks as we play here in the bottom of the 8th inning. There is Bregman. 2-0 to Busch. Runner at first is Pete Crow Armstrong with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. And Blackburn sets and deals, and it is outside 3-0. And again, if you're Michael Bush, do you turn him loose on 3-0? One swing of the bat can put you ahead here in the bottom of the 8th. So if you're ever looking for a home run, this could be the spot. Runner goes. The pitch was low and inside. So that was a good throw by Wells. Actually, that's not Wells. I believe that's Sanchez behind home plate. Wells was pinch hit for. So Bush reaches, and the Cubs have another threat. That is Alex Sanchez behind the plate, not Austin Wells. Here comes Matt Blake to have a word with Paul Blackburn as Alex Bregman will step into the box. Obviously, again, the Yankees have really struggled in these close games late as they're, again, the lack of fundamentals and execution by the Yankees really rear their ugly head in these moments. You know, they don't throw the ball to the right base. They don't hit the cutoff man. The Yankees don't make contact. The Yankees don't advance runners. The Yankees don't get runners in. The Yankees don't field the ball well. They just do a lot of little things very poorly in these situations, and it has cost them many a games that they probably should have won or would have won had they had better players and a better manager. Here is Bregman. The Yankees are looking for 2. Bregman is 0 for 3 today. Blackburn deals outside. Called a strike. Bregman will say, I'll challenge that, and he will get it right. And that'll be the 4th call that the umpire missed. He actually missed 5, but it was way outside. And the umpires missed by a lot. That was more than an inch outside. The Yankees are very lucky that Nico Horner decided not to challenge a ball 4 pitch on, or the strike 1 pitch on the bases loaded. It would have been 2-2 at least. Hit in the air to center field. Grisham back in front of the track. Makes the catch. Armstrong will tag. He'll go to third. Throw comes into second where it should come in. And the Cubs have runners at the corners with 2 outs for Ian Happ. Bregman didn't miss that one by much. Happ is over 2. He walked in the 6th. Here comes Aaron Boone, and he will make the change. And he is going to go to his closer, David Bednar, looks like. Yes, Relax Master. You do get a certain amount of challenges. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. But as long as you get them right, I think you keep getting an extra challenge until you get it wrong. Well, the Cubs have had many opportunities today. They have not really failed to get any of them across. You hope Screwball has an 11 ERA by September. Probably not going to happen. Nothing on the Yankee trade front as of yet. I always look for Jeff Passan on Twitter. I love Gary Sheffield Jr., man. His tweets, Gary Sheffield Jr.'s tweets are always spot on. They really are. He tweeted out, amazing how the players the Yankees want have high value, but the players they aren't in on don't. Some call it a Yankee tax. I call it not getting trades done if you're Brian Cashman. He's 100% correct. 100% correct. All right. So Bednar is going to come in. Bednar against Ian Happ. Runners at the corners for the Cubs. 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Yanks hanging on to a 2-1 lead. Bednar deals. Runner goes. They don't throw through. Strike. I didn't realize that Justin Dean had come in to pinch run for Suzuki. Or that was Bush, I'm sorry. Now a single gives the Cubs the lead. Swung on and missed. Not a good pitch by Bednar, but Happ waved and couldn't get it. Count is quickly 0-2 to Ian. Duval gave up a homer. He fits right in, doing exactly what he did here. Pitch is blooped to left, coming in and making the catch is Spencer Jones, and that will retire the side. The Cubs, no runs, no hits, 2 left on base. We'll go to the top of the 9th. The Yankees lead 2-1. What is that one? Oh. Yeah, I don't know how many more years Stanton has in that contract. I'm not sure. Not sure. Oh, God, help. Well, Savelli's in there for the Cubs. It'll be Dominguez, Jazz, and McMahon for the Yanks. Savali deals, and Dominguez pops it up. In foul territory. Going to be a tough play. Oh, what a beautiful play by Miguel Amaya. That's a tough play for a catcher. The wind's playing tricks on the ball, and he made a dive and made the catch. That was very nice. That is a high sky, wind blowing, catcher had to do a lot of running there, and hell of a play. Really good play. Very tough for the catcher to make that play. 1 away here in the Yankee 9th. Here is Jazz Chisholm over 3 with ass. That pitch looked to be a strike. The Cubs do not challenge. Jazz is grounded out, flown out, struck out. A solid 220 hitter. OPS under 700. These are the type of guys the Yankees love. That one's in there for a strike, and I think that was a makeup call. The count's 1-1. So many guys with an under 700 OPS on the Yankees. It is unbelievable when you consider they've spent over $300 million on this team. 1-1. Grounded foul, 1-2. One out in the top of the ninth. Nobody on for the Yanks. They lead 2-1. Round of foul. 1-2. One, two, upstairs, 2-2. It'll be a 2-2 pitch. Swung on the ground and right back to the pitcher. Savelli fields, flips. Jazz 0 for 4 to a Jazz. Jazz absolutely sucks, man. I can say that about everybody on the Yankees, though. I mean, really, you definitely could. You definitely could. Here's Ryan McMahon. He is 1 for 3. He swings and misses. The count is 0-1. The 0-1 pitch, swung on and missed. 0-2. I don't believe they got Garcia yet. It's just supposedly they're finalizing a deal, but Garcia is a late scratch on Sunday ahead of the trade deadline. Pitch. That's the wrong guy. That was the Cubs. Outside 1-2, yeah, nothing yet. It just says they're interested. But he did get called out of there. Savali deals, fell back. It's not official yet. Blooped. Second base makes the catch, and that retires side. The Yankees go in order again. 1-2-3. Another big 5-hit day for the Yanks. We'll go to the bottom of the ninth. If the Cubs are going to win, they're going to walk it off. They trail 2-1. Yeah, Garcia can definitely hit. There's where you're going to play him. And supposedly, I mean, I'm watching the baseball game. I'd imagine they would tell you if there was a trade. Obviously, Twitter gets the stuff way faster than Yes Network does. But I guess he must have left the game today between the Braves and the Nationals. I don't know. It seems like it's trending that way, that the Yankees are going to get Luis Garcia from the Nationals, but like I said, nothing's official. Nothing's official yet. He was a late scratch against the Braves. But like I said, nothing. no real thing. Obviously, you got a bunch of troll accounts saying it's a done deal, but nothing as of yet. I'm sure we'll hear later on in the evening. I'll probably be live tonight to talk about the Yankees and Giants. I haven't really got to talk about the Giants. I was going to talk about them, and then I did that Yankee video, and I wasn't home on Friday night or Saturday night. Jacob, my brother, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Giovanni Cruz will be going back, and the deal's done. We'll see what happens. Bednar deals to Horner. 0-1, Horner, Ramirez, and Swanson for the Cubs, bottom of the ninth. Nico Horner had a key at bat in the sixth. He was ahead in the count, 3 balls, no strikes, and the bases loaded and 2 outs. Hedrick looked to be what was ball 4. Fouled away 0-2. It looked to be ball 4. The umpire called it a strike. Horner did not challenge and then flew out on the very next pitch, squandering the opportunity. But if Horner would have challenged that, it probably would have been 2-2. And we would have, who knows how the game would have went. So the Yankees got a big break there. Sliced foul, 0-2. Lou, thank you. Scooball's making his debut Tuesday. All righty. It should be, see how he does. Forgot who the hell the Dodgers play on Tuesday. Oh, the Cubs. Just said they'd play the Cubs. Swung on and tomahawked to left. Jones is there, one away. Horner hit it hard, but got on top of it too much. Unfortunately for me, Lou, I might be able to tune into that game a little bit later, but I got Giants Collective that day, so Giants Collective comes in twice a week now at this juncture in the year. So it'd be tough for me to get that Dodgers game in there. Obviously, when the Lakers play, I work my schedule around the Lakers. The Dodgers a bit different. Hopefully there's a rain delay in Chicago. 1 out in the Cubs' ninth. Here's Ramirez. Big swing, fouls it back. 1-1. Ramirez, just a kid up there. He's 0 for 3 today. A very talented prospect. Way out in front of that curveball. Bednar with a beauty. Pulled the string and had Ramirez way out in front of a 77-mile-an-hour changeup. The count is 1-2. But this kid has a ton of potential. A lot of talent with Pedro Ramirez, but completely overmatched on that. Well, not overmatched. Completely fooled, I should say, on that pitch. 1-2 from Bednar. Upstairs, maybe that just changes the eye angle. You might want to try that curveball down below the zone now. 2-2. Tells you how bad the Yankees want this game. Tampa Bay has already lost. They brought Bednar in the 8th with runners at the corners and 2 outs. The 2-2. He fouled the fastball away, and the count remains even at 2-2. Why would I call LeBron's first game of Philly? LeBron has nothing to do with what I do on this channel. I don't care about LeBron. I only call the games because he was on the he's on the Lakers, but I'm not calling LeBron games. Foul back. If he plays against the Lakers opening night, yes, of course. Other than that, no. It'll be a 2-2 pitch. Bednar deals. Inside, full count. Crowd gets on their feet every time it's 3-2. I don't think those are Yankee fans. The pitch, low, he walked him. That's not good by Bednar. Great at bat by Pedro Ramirez. The tying run is on first, and here comes the winning run in Dansby Swanson. There is no Laker game tonight, Nathan. The Lakers don't play until October. Foul back by Swanson. That wasn't really good there. Bednar steps off. It'll be an 0-1 to Swanson. Tying with the first, one out, bottom of the ninth, 2 on the Yanks. Bednar at the chest. Steps off again. Well, do I think the Yankees make it? It sounds like Luis Garcia is going to be a Yankee at some point. 0-1. Runner goes. Throw. Bounce there. And there's a stolen base for Pedro Ramirez. The pitch was a strike, so now it's 0-2. But that's a big steal. Double play not in order anymore. And a single now ties the game. Good jump. Stole that on Bednar. As usually the hitters do steal on the pitchers. A slow delivery to the plate makes it impossible for the catcher to get that guy out. So it does sound like Luis Garcia should be a Yankee at some point. Pitch bounced up there. That was a hell of a stop by Sanchez. Counts 1-2 to Swanson. Conforto has come out to the on-deck circle, so Amaya will not hit. It'll be a 1-2 pitch. Grounded to third. That's a fair ball. The throw got him. Runner out of hold. 2 away. We'll give McMahon that. McMahon is a good defensive third baseman. The Cubs down to their final out. And it will be Michael Conforto that gets the swing. Stat comes up on the screen. He has 4 pinch hit home runs this season, most in Major League Baseball. You say, do you put him on base? No, you do not. You do not walk the winning run. Wells is going out, though I'd imagine they want to talk it over. You definitely have to get Conforto. You're certainly not going to walk him. Again, you don't want to put the winning run on base. But Pete Crow Armstrong's on deck, and he is the best Cubs hitter by far. So you have to go after Conforto. Thoughts on a Dodger trade? I mean, Dodgers doing what they're supposed to do. I have no problem with the Dodgers trade. It's good for them. I mean, that's trying to win World Series. That's what you're supposed to do. The Dodgers do that as good as anybody. Winning 2, that's a ball. That wasn't close again. This will be about the 6th or 7th overturned call by this umpire. He has really had a bad day. That's not even close. That's not even close to a strike, and he called it a strike. More than an inch low and away. But yeah, I got no problem with what the Dodgers did. You won back-to-back championships. You want to win a third. Boy, oh boy. Bednar got away with one there. That was a hanging curveball. And Conforto just looked at it. He got lucky. Yeah, that could have been 3-2. That could have been ball game right there. That was not a good pitch by Bednar. It'll be a 1-1 pitch. Swung and a miss. That pitch was out of the strike zone. The splitter in the dirt. 1-2. Yankees 1 strike away from putting this one in the left column. I'm going 6-4 on this road trip. It has been a long road trip for the Yanks. They have lost a couple of games they definitely shouldn't have lost. 6-4 is great, but really they could have been 8-2 on this trip. 1-2. He struck him out. Conforto looked at it, and he gone. All over.
He gone! Ball game over. Yankees win. The Yankees win!
So the Yankees come out with a series win against the Cubs. They pick up a game on Tampa Bay, who lost to the White Sox earlier. 2-5-0 for the Yanks, 1-4-1 for the Cubs. Once again, the Yankees offense not doing it, but the Yankee pitching really just continues to keep this team's head above water. So I'm going to get out of here. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thanks for tuning in.